All right, guys, I'm going to show you a breakout trading strategy that has been working out really well for me, okay? Specifically, when you draw a trend line and you isolate the area right here, what they call the actual breakout of the trend line, I'm going to show you what exactly happens in this tiny box right here and how to pinpoint an exact entry to nail a giant move, okay? So let's get at it. Alright, what's up traders? It's Mark here at Dino Trading. Hope you're doing well. And in this video here, I wanted to provide some details for you guys on what I'm doing with breakout trading. Alright, specifically what I wanted to show you is how to deploy a breakout trading methodology using just simple trend lines, okay? And I've been back testing this, especially lately with the market volatility. And the results are pretty good. So I wanted to share with you guys exactly my technique on how to trade these breakouts using a very simple two-step process. And I can promise you that after you finish watching this video, you'll basically become a master at trading breakouts. All right, so step one in this process, guys, is you have to identify a direction. Okay, you have to have a trading bias if you want to use this successfully and if you want to use this properly. All right, breakout trading is a fascinating way to trade the market, especially if you're looking for a low risk way to enter a trade. But you got to meet certain criteria, right? The trade definitely has to meet certain criteria, and one of them is that you need to have a trading bias. Okay, so in this example, I'm going to show you a breakout trading setup that executes on a bullish entry, and right after that I'll also show you what it looks like on a bearish breakout trading entry. Okay, so let's get into it a little bit. Step one, whenever you've identified your direction, okay, the first thing that you want to set up your charts is you want to layer them on like this. Okay, you want to get these nice pivot points going on your chart. You can use my T-bars to do that, or really any chart style that is excellent at being able to capture these pivot points. Okay, so the question arises on breakout trading, or I should say how to trade a breakout. The question arises, well, what exactly do you do here? Okay, and what is it that shows up here? Okay, so trading a breakout involves, once you've identified your direction, okay, the ability to draw a trend line connecting two of these pivot points, and you're waiting for that trend line to be broken in either direction, right? In this case, we're looking for a break of the trend line to the upside because we're bullish, right? And in other cases, you might be looking for a break of the trend line to the downside, okay, because you might be bearish in that scenario, okay? So the nature of breakout trading is right in the name, right? It's a break of something. It's a break of the trend line, okay? In fact, you could almost consider this somewhat of a counter trend trading style, right? So once you've set up your charts like this, once you've identified your pivot points, once you've drawn the trend line, what do you do here? Okay, well, the first thing you do is you get to a side-by-side view just like this, okay, where you have the breakout chart on the left and a much smaller time frame chart on the right, where you really dig down, I should say drill down on a microscopic level and take a low risk entry. Okay, but first you have to wait for the breakout to happen. Okay, there has to be a confirmation of the breakout in the direction. How do you know you've been confirmed? Well, you're going to hear a loud audio alert. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard that, right? Did you hear that loud audio alert? Okay, it sounded like a doorbell. And did you see this green arrow just print there? Right? If you missed it, guys, just go ahead and rewind and watch the chart on the left for the exact point that the green arrow printed and the audio alert came through on your speakers. Okay, it's very important. This section now confirms that the breakout's underway, right? Instead of just sitting around while it dances through the trend line, you want to wait for a confirmation that the breakout happened. Making sense so far, guys? Okay, so here's the best part about this strategy, guys. When it comes time to actually taking this breakout, all right, you're going to use the smaller time frame chart on the right to actually execute on the breakout, right? All you got to do is press one button. This is literally one click. Press this button here. It's going to open up the strategies window, which looks like this. And all you have to do is press one checkbox. It's the one at the bottom that says enabled. You check the box and you hit OK, right? And now what's going to happen on the smaller time frame chart on the right is that the system is automatically going to look for entries for you on the chart on the right so that you don't have to do any of your own manual hand drawing and executions and fussing around with the mouse, right? The system's going to do everything for you with one click, right? Let's see how this plays out. Let me stretch this out here. Watch the chart on the right here. That's what we're watching. Let's take a close look here and see what happens. So we've basically armed ourselves on the breakout. We're now looking to get in on a trade. That's all we're doing right now, okay? You can see the trend line just jumped there in the slave chart, and it looks like we might actually get filled here. Let's take a look.
Order submitted.
Boom! Did you guys see that?
Order filled.
Did you guys see that right there? Right? So, what just happened there on this breakout methodology? Okay, so what just happened in this box that we drew on our breakout chart? Well, what happened was, if I zoom in here on the chart on the right, you're going to have to bear with me here while we find that exact area, okay? You can see that we actually took this trade right over here in this box on the smaller chart. And this box on the smaller chart was inside this box on the larger chart. Does that make sense, guys? And again, I'm drawing these aesthetically on the chart for visual purposes only, okay? But you get the idea, right? This is called micro trading. This is called taking an entry on a very, very, very smaller time frame chart based on what the larger chart is telling you, right? Nothing complicated about this, guys. We didn't use any indicators at all. Not only that, as you can see on the chart, we also got to break even. This is now a risk-free trade, right? So if I squish this in, let's fit this back and squish this in here, okay? This is what the chart output looks like, guys, right? You took an entry on a smaller chart based on what the larger chart is telling you, the one on the left, right? And you try to do your best to get to break even as quick as you can, which is called taking off the risk, right? You don't want to be risking your own capital. The idea behind getting to break even, okay, is so that you take risk off the table and it becomes a risk-free trade for you, okay? Let's just try to go ahead and stop ourselves out here, execute. Okay, I'll bring this, and this is something else you guys can also do.
Order filled.
You can, did you see that? You can actually move your profit targets. Okay, so in case you didn't see that, all I did was I grabbed our profit target because I didn't want to be sitting around here waiting forever. You can grab your profit target and move it down, or you can move it up to whatever profit target you feel comfortable. So if we maximize the smaller time frame chart, okay, what's really cool about Ninja Trader is that you can track all of your entries and your exits, right? Can you see this dotted green line? I don't know if this is super visible, but can you guys see this dotted green line here? Okay, this represents where we opened our trade, right in this box. And all the way up here where you see this pink arrow, this represents where our profit target was hit and we exited the trade, all right? So check that out. A gigantic 150 tick, 150 pip trade. And everything, literally everything that you saw me do here in the micro chart, okay, took place in this little box here. All of it, right? And you can see this thing just ran for a giant gain, okay? So that'll do it, guys. That is a detailed video on my breakout trading methodology. For those of you guys that have the T-bars and you have the automated trend lines and you have the bot trader order execution tool, then go ahead and backtest and experiment with the strategy, guys. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised to see pretty awesome trading results when you trade a breakout via this fashion. Okay, and for everybody else who might be curious about T-bars, Dino bars, Bot Trader, send an email, phone call, text message, and I'll be happy to give you more details. All right, but there you have it, guys. This is my strategy on trading a breakout. I'm going to be trying to post more videos on breakout trading, and I'm going to keep trying to show you guys how to keep your trading simple. All right, thanks for watching this video, guys. See you on the next trade.